great to be here on a Wednesday. That was much nicer. I was gonna say it was mediocre to be here on a Wednesday. No, but I've started dividing the week up into, it's an already Wednesday kind of week where I get to treat myself to a glass of wine at the end of the day. Or it's an only Wednesday kind of week where I get a straw and just like a bottle to the face. But I noticed that I started measuring time like this when I turned 30. And quick point of clarification, I said 30, not 13. I tend to have a baby face, I get it. I look young, and unfortunately for me, it's not the kind of like Margot Robbie young or Kate Winslet young. No. I look like a child. Like a kid. Like a Jeffrey Epstein cause for concern. But I noticed that this happened the worst at the airport when I'm wearing a backpack, God forbid. And when I say backpack, I don't mean like outdoorsy guy with chacos who, for some inexplicable reason, hasn't showered before his hiking trip. And I don't mean like the drawstring, sleek, professional backpack. No. We're talking JanSport. It might be Paisley. It might have my name in bubble letters in writing. But like I said, I'm 30. I'm not paying for a new backpack. And it happens throughout the life cycle of the airport experience. You know, from the woman at the ticket counter who asks me if I'm on summer vacation. I'm like, I don't think my boss would call it that, but okay. Or at TSA where she has like an unaccompanied minor sticker in one hand and a condescending sorority kneel in the other. And is like, sweetie, do you need a companion? Pumpkin, unless it's Chris Hemsworth. No, I do not. And even when I get to like, I just have to pass by the bar because like at this point I know how that's gonna go. But I get to the overpriced newsstand for like $35 of M&Ms, and they tell me they have a 15% discount for students. Now at this point, I am irate. Ma'am, I pay my own rent. I spend way too much money and time at Costco, and everything hurts. So yes, I would like a 15% discount. And like I slide an old Amber Alert card across the table. But it is funny to see people's reactions when they find out my real age, that I am 30. And I've noticed there's different expectations of you when you turn 30. You know, professionally, you need to have your shit together. You need like a real job, not like a job they have on The Bachelor, like dog enthusiast, stay-at-home astronaut, ethics advisor to the Las Vegas Raiders. Those are just jobs that don't exist. But socially, you also need to have your shit together. And what happens is everyone starts to ask you when you're gonna have babies, when you're pregnant. And even when I go out to lunch with friends, you know, we'll have conversations and I'll say something to the effect of, oh, I'm eating for two. They get so excited. Oh my God, you're pregnant! Oh, no, I just missed breakfast. I'm eating for two people. I just lack self-control. And by the end of the meal, you know, I'm thinking about having an epidural. And they're like, really? I was leaning more toward a C-section when I'm pregnant. I said, oh, no. I mean like for dessert. Because it's only Wednesday and everything hurts. But I think the conversation that we have the most is about baby names. And naming a human being is a really big responsibility. And I have seen people fuck it up 6 ways sideways. I grew up with someone named Shy Wiener. Oh, that's not the worst. A friend named Jenna, middle name Talia. But I think the cake goes to my cousin. You see, my cousin and her husband had 3 girls and were trying for a boy. Now, it's still not super clear to me how one tries for a boy. Like, do you take the pregnancy test standing up? Do you go to a frat house and just like soak in the toxic masculinity? According to Bumble, do you take a picture holding a fish with no context whatsoever? But as luck would have it, they were having a girl. And in the spirit of Jewish tradition, decided to name her after our dear Aunt Honey, who had just passed away. Now, Aunt Honey's real name wasn't Honey, it was Anne. So over Rosh Hashanah dinner, my cousin tells us this, makes this announcement. Everyone is elated. One cousin goes, I love that name, Anne, that's so beautiful. And another, oh, Annie, that's amazing, I love that. And we'd have a little Annie running around. And I'm like, all right, that's a little bit weird, is that okay? And then the third cousin, Anne, that is just a timeless name. And at this point, I can't do this anymore. Like, I have to say something. And I stand up, dead silence in my family, and just say, but you're Jewish. She goes, yeah, so are you. And I go, yeah, but your last name is Frank. You cannot name a baby Anne Frank. Never have you seen a table of Jews go so white, so fast. Lucky for me, my parents named me Sarah May. Thank you and good night.